Train your brain to attract what you want.
This is Law of Attraction Secrets. Join Miracle Mentor and Alchemy Life Coach Robert Zink and prepare to be empowered.
Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time you're listening to this special Law of Attraction podcast, I am your miracle mentor, your mentor of light, Robert Zink, soaring high like a big, beautiful eagle in the direction of your dreams and your goals. Come on up, join me. The current is fine, the air is clean, not a cloud in the sky. It's a beautiful day. Let's take a deep breath right now. You know, that's the first way to train your brain. Just think about that. Your brain requires large amounts of oxygen. And when you become stressed, you shorten up your breathing. You might even hyperventilate. But it's not deep breathing. And so you don't get the oxygen that you really need into your brain. So I recommend that you take deep breaths and get in the habit of taking a few deep breaths every single hour that you are awake. Now, hey, if you're like me and you can't remember to take a deep breath, you can get an app for your phone or for your watch, and it will remind you to take a deep breath. That sounds a little crazy, but we live in an environment, we live in a world where we're under a lot of pressure, a lot of stress. And we have to have clean, clear light, prana, ruach, reiki, flowing through us, flowing through our bodies, flowing through our energy fields. But more importantly than all of that, we need that clean oxygen flowing through our brain that helps our brain think with sharpness and clarity. And that's the first step to attracting what you want and retraining your brain. You have to have your brain optimized, and it can't be optimized if you're not breathing deep. So practice, if you do 2 or 3 breaths an hour, then pretty soon it'll be 5 or 6 and 7, and pretty soon you'll just get in a habit of breathing deep. Well, the next thing, and this is absolutely essential, and I'm going to recommend a book for you on this because this is several podcasts of material if we wanted to get into it. But all the research available today indicates that our brains function best on fat, not sugar. And so what happens is we get up in the morning, maybe we have a cup of coffee with a lot of cream in it, or we get one of those big Starbucks things with all the whipped cream on top. And it's just packed with sugar. Maybe we have a breakfast cereal packed with sugar. Maybe we have some eggs, but we have toast with it. And we have, maybe waffles or pancakes. Again, packed with sugar because simple carbohydrates, they turn into sugar. And that gives your brain a rush. Yeah. But for how long? How long does it give your brain a rush? Well, not long. Because after a short period of time, you start to come down. And when you come down like, you're like a lead balloon, right? Now, what they have found is that there isn't this huge rush up, but once you get your brain trained to operate on fat, like olive oil, MCT oil, which is medium chain triglycerides, avocados, things like that. Once you get grass-fed meats, once you get salmon is my favorite. once you get your brain trained, then your brain gets you. There's always that supply of fat because it's slow burning. It doesn't burn fast like sugar. There's always that supply of energy to your brain. And more importantly, and I stake everything on this, I firmly believe this, you will think with greater clarity. Now, it won't happen in a day or two. If you are coming off of carbohydrates and you're giving up the carbs, oh man, you're going to go through carb withdrawal. And it's kind of close to heroin withdrawal, I think. I haven't had heroin withdrawal before. I don't know. But it's not easy. It's going to last for a week or so. But once you get through that and you get your body used to functioning on clean fats, positive fats, good fats, get your body off of quick burning fruits like bananas and all that kind of stuff that you think gives you a charge, and it does for a short period of time. But it also brings you down lower than you were at the beginning. Pretty soon you need 3 or 4 hits more of coffee. And of course you want all that sugar and stuff in your coffee, and that gives you a rush, and then it's a cycle. And at the same time, you're developing type 2 diabetes, you're gaining weight, you don't feel as well, you may have aches and pains in your body, and that takes your brain out of the game from attracting what you want. You need your brain optimized. I mean, it's your biggest tool. It is the only thing that you have to manifest what you desire. So I'm going to recommend a book, and you can get it at our website. It's called Eat Fat and Get Thin by Dr. Mark Hyman. Eat Fat and Get Thin. And it's a fantabulous book. It's filled with science. It's got all kinds of good information in there. It's got diet stuff. I mean, it's an incredible book. But I highly recommend that you get the book. Now, you go to our website, Law of Attraction Solutions, and we have a new section there called Law of Attraction Books. And while this isn't specifically a Law of Attraction book, you know, if you're not healthy, if your brain isn't optimized, it's difficult to attract what you truly desire. Well, next on my list, and in my own journey, I found that we have to differentiate between ruminating and problem solving. And so problem solving starts with focusing on the space. There's a space between stimuli and response. First, you have the stimuli and then the response. Now, if there's no space, if it's boom, 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 then there's no problem solving. You've got to have a space. So the stimuli, space, 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 problem solving. You're not focusing negatively. You're focusing optimistically. And then response. You know, think of the word responsible. It means that you are response able. Response able. Now, for more information on this, a little tidbit of information, Stephen Covey, the late Stephen Covey, goes into it in great length in 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And that's available on our website too at lawofattractionsolutions.com. You've got to differentiate between ruminating and problem solving. You have to focus on the space between stimuli and response. I think this is an important piece of information on how to train your brain. And that is, when you are problem solving, when you are manifesting, when you are attracting what you desire, I want you to literally step outside yourself. And you can use the Gestalt Method. You can use 2 chairs, set them up in your front room. Take 2 dining room chairs. Sit in one chair and say, This is my problem. This is my challenge. This is my fear. These are my doubts. These are my worries. Take a deep breath. There we go. And now walk all the way over to the other chair and sit down. And be your best friend. Be your best advisor. And look at that other chair and say, here's what you might consider doing. Here's what you might consider feeling. In other words, I want you to divide yourself in two between the person who is filled with fear and doubt and just doesn't know what to do or how to attract, and the person who does, the person who absolutely knows that a positive mental attitude, that optimistic beliefs are the source and the key of attracting what you desire. And let those people talk it out. You're going to find that the doubting Thomas, the doubter, the one in fear, is going to give in. He or she is going to say at some point, okay, I'll try it. In other words, give yourself the same advice you'd give a trusted friend. And so I want you to be your best friend. And you can really exemplify this by using two chairs and walking back and forth and sitting in each chair. I know it sounds crazy. It's a Gestalt method. It was used quite a bit in the 70s. I imagine it is still used today, but it is very, very effective.
There is one difference between peak performers and those who just settle for seconds, thirds, or worse. This one difference is the edge between those who attract the life they desire and those who struggle and never seem to obtain what they desire. The difference is confidence. Now you can unlock the door to a life of confidence, power, and magnetism. You can obtain a promotion, talk to anyone anywhere, make more money, be a compelling public speaker, meet and attract the opposite sex, build your own company, enjoy the popularity you deserve. Visit www.lawofattractionsolutions.com and download your copy of the first new audio program release of 2016 from Robert Zink. Empower yourself with a life-changing program, Building Confidence, Personal Power, and Magnetism by Robert Zink. In this program, you will experience 24 confidence-building techniques, the Miracle Hypnotic Confidence Accelerator, and the 2-minute daily confidence claiming exercise. Get your instantly downloadable copy of the audio program, Building Confidence, Personal Power, and Magnetism, now at www.lawofattractionsolutions.com. It will change your life.
I like to label emotions, and I like to label especially the negative ones, and I like to give them bad names, and I don't care what you call them. If maybe you're feeling nervous, and maybe you remember a kid in school who was always shaking. His name was Randy. So you call this emotion Bad Randy. I've got bad Randys. I've got bad Randys all over me. They're just crawling around me. I've got bad Randy. I don't like. And so what you have done is you've given your emotions an identity. Now you can give your emotions a picture as well. What does bad Randy look like? He's got zits all over his face. He's got 2 big nasty eyes in different colors. He's got green hair. He's got slime coming out of his mouth, and he's constantly shaking and jittery like he's on 15 cups of coffee. I'm just making this up. You make up your own, okay? And you do this for every negative emotion. And then you turn that, you visualize that emotion, and you turn it black and white. And move it further and further and further away from you until it is smaller and smaller and smaller. Boop, gone. And then take that deep breath, that cleansing breath, and and visualize and see yourself as the person you desire to be. Big, tall, strong, confident, certain, powerful, loving, attractive, magnetic. Feel all of those positive emotions and energies flowing through your energy field. Try that visualization. Label it, give it a name, give it an ugly picture, a persona. Turn it black and white and make it get smaller in your mind. Boop, gone. And then replace it with something powerful and colorful and big and optimistic and resourceful. You're going to feel it. You're going to breathe it. You're going to achieve it. There's no doubt in my mind. Absolutely none. Let's get on to the next one here. What's the next one we wrote down? Practice gratitude every day. I like the idea of gratitude throughout the day. So you get your paycheck. Okay? Be grateful for it. When you sit down and eat, be grateful for it. Hey, there's no traffic on the freeway. Be grateful for it. Wow, I got a parking spot right up front here at Kmart. Be grateful for it. In other words, I want you to just get in the habit of being grateful for everything. Because when your mind is in a state of optimism and gratitude and thankfulness, oh, you just feel so much better. Everything goes better. Your mind thinks with more clarity. It's amazing. Your brain is literally helping you manifest what you desire because it's filled with gratitude and optimism. Hey, if you liked our new intro music, well, we got some complaints on the old one. We never got them before, but we recently have gotten a few, so we thought it was time to change anyway. I don't jump on complaints, by the way. They don't. I just delete them. They don't affect me one way or the other, but we did think it was time to change, so we've changed our intro music, and we hope you enjoy it. And by the way, be sure and claim your 30 minutes of miracle mentoring and alchemy life coaching. Visit us at Law of Attraction Solutions. Now, during this 30 minutes, we're going to find out exactly how a mentoring program can empower your life. Yes, you can have the love you desire, the money that you absolutely desire and deserve, and the health that you depend upon. You can have it all. There is no limit. You have no boundaries to what you can manifest with a law of attraction. So come visit our website at lawofattractionsolutions.com. By the way, we are on Facebook. Come join us there at Law of Attraction Solutions. We love you. Thank you so much for listening. You have a great day because you deserve it. Bye-bye.